So we just worked on the hips. Now we're gonna work into some inversions. Don't let that scare you. If you have never done an inversion before, I'm gonna break it down for all levels today. So laying on your mat, we're just gonna start by using the core, stretching your arms out in front of you and slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Once you get all the way down to the ground, you're gonna press your lower back into your mat, making sure there's no space between your low back and the floor. Level number one, we're just gonna do, if you have a wall at home, you could actually use the wall here, but since I'm out in nature, I don't have a wall, so I'm just gonna demo this without a wall. You could just do legs up the wall. This is level number one. So you're gonna find a place on the wall, keeping your legs nice and straight. So your hips would be up against the wall and your feet would be going up the wall. You can also get the same benefits by just doing it in the room. So maybe just staying with this today. Level two, we're gonna work into shoulder stand. So I want you to bring the feet back down, and then from there, rolling the shoulders underneath you. Then I personally like to go into plow, but for some people that's challenging. So there's an option here to go into plow first. And the reason why I say I like doing this is because then I can roll the shoulders underneath even further and then pike up into shoulder stand. The other option is just to kind of use momentum to get your hips up and then get your hands on your low back. So I'll show that here. So shoulders underneath, and then lift the hips up. Get your hands to your low back. Making sure here that your neck stays long, and please do not turn and look at me while you're in this. You should not turn your head while in shoulder stand. Staying here. Or last option, level three, is headstand. So level three is headstand. To start, you're going to bring your forearms down to the ground and cross your arms and grab opposite elbows. And make sure your shoulder or your elbow is right underneath your shoulder so you're not winging your arms way out and going like this. Keeping your elbow right underneath the shoulder. Then you're gonna interlace your fingers, but release your bottom pinky finger underneath and just stack your two pinky fingers together instead of crushing your one poor little pinky finger. From there, you're gonna press into the ground, pressing the outer edge of your hand, wrist, and your forearm. So common tendency here is there's a big gap in the wrist, and then you're not gonna be stable when you go upside down. From there, interlacing the fingers, bringing the crown of your head to the ground, back of your head to your hands, and then you're gonna tuck the toes and lift your hips up. And maybe you're just working on this today, walking the feet in. And notice here, my hips are coming over the top of my shoulders. I'm stacking the bones, but I'm still pressing into the ground. Then maybe just work on lifting one leg and then the other. And just work on this. From there, once you feel confident, I never want you to move on until you feel stable and secure, and don't ever rush this. So bending one knee in towards your chest, see if you can pick up the other knee. Still pressing into the ground, staying here. And then maybe the thighs move to parallel. And notice here how my hips shift back, but I'm still pressing into the ground. Then knees all the way up, feet back. And then you can extend your legs all the way to the sky. But again, working this as a progression. Took me a while to get to this. So you take the same steps out as you did in. Thighs move to parallel. And then slowly coming out. I want you to rest in child's pose once you're done. Extending the arms forward, forehead to your mat. Just releasing the neck. And then you're going to come up with the head last. So walking your hands back in towards your body. Head comes up last. And like I said, work on that as a progression. So today is kind of a practice on your own. Do whatever level you're at right now. And please do not rush it. Use your core, use your strength to move into this pose instead of kicking yourself up on a wall. A lot of people get addicted to the wall and then they can never get off. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to work on just finding your strength and courage from within and figuring out those connections to your body so that you feel comfortable upside down. So take each thing as a step.